The following tutorials are provided as is with no guarantees. Tutorial author will not take any responsibility for issues that may occur when using tutorial code. Hello guys, welcome to another Solana tutorial. So I thought about some things and I think that starting now I will try and make shorter tutorials, like up to 10 minutes long, just focused on one particular thing instead of making really long, like 44, 50-minute tutorials. Because it seems to be a bit of a murder for a lot of people, so yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and start this tutorial right away. In this tutorial, we're actually going to be connecting the Phantom wallet to a React app. We're not going to do any sort of smart contract programming here, so we will simply set up a React app and connect the Phantom wallet to it. So before doing anything else, you should install this Phantom app, Phantom wallet extension to your browser. This extension should be in the Chrome extension repository on Google. Go ahead, just do a Google search, should be able to find it. This is the site that they have, phantom.app. You can also download it from here. Install it on your browser and you'll be good to go. So now let's go ahead and start with the actual programming. I'm going to go into our project directory, this Solana local env, which we usually use. And here, if I list what's inside the app env, there is our Solana tutorials. If I go to here, we have our project from previous tutorial, hello instruction. So we're actually going to be removing it now. Git. Okay, so the Git is inside Solana tutorials folder. So here I actually switched to a different branch, which I'm going to upload later. It's going to be T03 React wallet. Okay, I'm just going to go into the project root where we have our Docker Compose YML and start the VS Code from here. Okay, now that VS Code is started, we are actually going to remove our hello instruction. But before I do that, I actually need to start my Docker as well. So Docker PS, let's see if it's running yet. No, it's not. So Docker compose app-d to start up our Docker container. So now it should be working. Yet 2 seconds ago. I'm going to clear this terminal. I'm going to log into the Docker container as usual. Go to app-dev, Solana tutorials, and I will remove hello instruction from here. So that's just because I'm on the root user in this area. I'm just going to do rf hello instruction, and it removes folder, the directories and files. Now we're actually going to we need to start our React app. So to do that, I'm just going to type it in quick, npx create React app. Over here we're going to do React wallet, and the template is going to be TypeScript. Now I want you to see something here. Once we actually install the packages, yep, we need to install them. There should be, as you can see here, we have a problem with permission denied. Now the reason why this happens is when you do npx, it tries to assign the same user as what the user is set on the folder right now, on the directory which we're in. So if I'm going to go up a level and I'm going to list what the user is here, what we see here is user 1000 1000, and if we do cat etc password, there's no user of 1000 1000 in here in our list of users. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to change the ownership of the Solana tutorials. Let me clear it. I'm going to do chown -r Solana tutorials. Actually, before writing the folder name, I need to set a user. So in this case, it's going to be root, and then the group going to be root as well, and then the name of the directory that I'm doing. The -r is the recursive, so change the ownership of this directory and everything that is inside this directory. So now that this is done, I'm going to enter this and LL once again. You can see that the directory is now under Solana tutorials. We will actually have to change it back later when we need to do our git commit from the host of the computer. But while we're working inside the container and we need to run npx command, we need to switch it, otherwise we will have that permission denied issue. So I'm going to cd back into Solana tutorials, and in here, now it's empty, I'm going to run that same npx create react app, react wallet template tab script. So let's run this and let's see how it works this time. So finally, half a year later, we have these this React installed. So if I list, we have the React wallet. I'm going to cd into React wallet and list what's inside. We have our node modules, package, JSON source, so everything as we require. From here, I'm going to start using the VS Code. What I need to do now is log into the Docker container using my VS Code, as we always did before. Now I'm going to open a new workspace. Open folder. I need to find my app dev, Solana tutorials, React wallet. I'm actually going to go back to Solana tutorials. Remove this. Okay. Okay, so here's our React wallet here. This is where we're actually going to be doing our work. First things first, we need to install some packages in our package.json file. So we will start installing them using our terminal, the packages that we need for this to work. So list, change into React wallet. Now inside the same directory as package.json, we're going to start installing what we need. So we will start with npm I, and then we need a few packages. I'm just going to start copying and pasting them here. You can just copy them from my GitHub repository. Okay, so those should be all the packages. The wallet adapter base, wallet adapter React, wallet adapter React UI, and adapter wallets, and the web3.js for Solana. Let's go ahead and run this and wait for a while. Now that these packages are installed as well, let's see if the actual React installation is working. So I'm going to do npm run start. We could also just run this command here, but I'm just going to use npm run start, and let's see what happens. Okay, so it is running without any issues right now. Very well. Next, what we need to do is to start working on our components in our application. So what we have this index, which is our index TSX file. This is basically React format, TypeScript, type of GSX. So usually there's a JSX, which is like a special format for using React, and TSX is pretty much same format except in TypeScript instead of JavaScript. So this file here, the index.tsx, we don't really need to worry about because it's pretty much preset. What we need to worry about is this app.tsx. And here I'm going to actually delete everything from the app area, and I'm going to bring in some imports here. So I will remove the original imports and place the new ones. This code here actually is also available on this wallet adapters section. Oops. So this wallet adapter section in the Solana Labs wallet adapter, and here if you go wallet adapter packages starter create React app starter, pretty much everything that I'm going to be talking about is in here. So let's just I will also save it on my repository as well, but that's where I got it from. So here we are importing our wallet adapter for React, connection and wallet, and then the modal window and the button for connecting to the wallet. Over here, these are different supported wallets. There's actually, I think there's a few more on the list if you go through the documentation for the Solana Labs. Over here, we're importing React. FC is stands for functional component. React node is mostly a type, and use memo is for memorization of different values when you're using React. Basically it's an efficiency modifier to make the app run faster, so it doesn't have to process new values all the time. Over here we have the actual function app, and then here we write the actual JSX. So outside it's the TypeScript, and whatever the app function returns is actually going to be the JSX, which looks like HTML, but it's not really HTML. So let's go ahead and do that now. What we're doing over here, we have a few tags. So it looks kind of like an HTML, or more, to be more precise, XML. So we have a content inside a context. Inside the context, we have a content enclosed. So context surrounds content. Content is the part where we're actually going to have a button happening. And context we're going to use for storing state. This is React dependent, because in React there's two ways to pass values around. Mostly one is to use properties, or props for short, which kind of get passed in each child element from a parent element, or it is to use context, which is a sort of a global state which can be imported inside any child element without having to manually pass it each time, each level down. Okay, but we're missing this context and content values, so let's actually make them. So over here I'm going to start with the context. I am not going to be typing it out to save time. I'm just going to paste it and go over the code. So context is a functional component. That's what this FC is. It takes in a children React node. So over here we see it takes in the props. The props is actually an object, and one of the items in that object is children. Children is whatever is enclosed between an opening and closing tag. So that is the only value that's going to be entering this particular component. Then we set the endpoint. We set it to localhost in this case. Normally when you're writing the live functions, the ones that to be used in either devnet or mainnet, you will use this, whatever commented out here, the network and endpoint, to determine what the actual RPC endpoints are going to be. In this case, I'm manually typing it in for localhost. Over here, wallets, we memorize different wallet values here, so we can do the Phantom wallet, Solflare, and these other three. I'm mostly familiar with Phantom and Solflare myself, but we're going to be using Phantom for this tutorial. Then what we are returning in this case is the connection provider. These are all kind of how would I call it, like service providers which do certain functions, and because they're enclosing each other like this, like the functions, this wallet provider will be able to use abilities of this item, this component right here. Those are actually, the functionality is written inside these Solana Wallet Adapter React UIs. So we don't have to really worry about what it does exactly. I mean, if you wanted to reverse engineer it, you could take a look at it, but we're not going to do it in this case. I'm just showing how to get your wallet attached to your React app. So this is the way. Finally, we have this modal provider, which actually will show the, will connect to the actual wallet window. And then we pass the children inside. This children is going to be the content. So what we're going to be showing inside that model, right? We need to work on this children part now, which is content. So let's go ahead. I'm going to copy the content. It's pretty much a really small piece of code. I'm going to copy this and paste it here. And what's going on here? App. Why is this complaining? It does export the app. Well, we'll try it again. Like we'll see, maybe just some issue there. Okay, so this is a content. It's a functional component as well. It does not take any props. Returns simply a div with the class name of app and wallet multi-button. This is again an item we imported from the Solana React UI. This button actually shows either to connect to wallet or to disconnect from it. It's that sort of thing. So now that this is done here, let's try and compile our React. So I'm going to clear and let's start this thing. You know, I actually I'll run it from from the actual terminal here. So I'm going to go npm run. Start. Yeah, here we go. So we have an issue. One of them is, for some reason, we have this app. Let me find out what I did wrong here. Why is it complaining? App. Okay, app tsx. So what is it not like? Oh, man, of course. Return. I need to return this stuff, not just... Yeah, the JSX has to be returned, not just typed in there like some weird thing. Okay, so let's try and run our project and see if it works. I'm inside the same directory as our package.json file, so I'm going to run npm run start. And as you can see, we have a bunch of issues here now. One of the issues is that we're missing a few packages. Another issue is that our Webpack version is now 5 instead of 4, and there are issues with polyfills and stuff like that. So let's fix this up quick the way that I know how to fix it. So first things first, we're going to install the packages that we're missing. So one of them is called stream, so I'm going to do npm I stream. The other one is called stream browserify. Let me just copy paste it so that I don't mistype anything. And the other one is crypto browserify. So let's install these 3 packages. So this is part 1 of our issue. Let's try and compile now. And we still have problems. What we will do next is adjust the Webpack configuration. So let's go ahead and do that. The Webpack configuration is inside node modules, and then the other one is the React script. So let's find that directory. React scripts, there we go. And config. Webpack config.js, there it is. Okay, we have to be in this resolve area, so you can just Control F and then resolve with colon. It should be only 1 of 1, so it shouldn't be a problem to find. And in here, we need to paste a fallback. So fallback crypto require resolve crypto browserify. This should work now. Let's see what the changes are now if we try to recompile this. This is, by the way, a problems with Webpack 5 because there are some breaking changes and these cause issues. Now we still have a few problems here, specifically source map issues. What we will do now is add an environment file to our root. Let me put this away. React Wallet, and here I will create a new file, call it .env. And inside this .env, I will put the generate source map equals false. And let's try and compile now and see if we still have any problems. Okay, so now our server runs just fine. So now if we go to localhost 3000, we should see our website. And here it is. All we see now is just select wallet, nothing else. I already have the Phantom installed in my web browser. So if I do select wallet, connect a wallet on Solana to continue, I'm gonna go Phantom. Now I need to enter my password. And now I'm logged into the wallet. So now I can send signals using this wallet around this React website. We're not going to do this during this tutorial. We're going to do it in the next one. We're going to be building up on top of this tutorial. Now notice one thing, that if I go to my wallet right now, it will say that failed to get assets. This is because my validator isn't running. So in order to get this working, I will actually need to log into my Docker container one more time. Docker exec-ti Solana and then bin bash. list I'm in the root directory, and then I'm going to do Solana test validator. Now let's just wait for this validator to start. Okay, it started up. Now let's see if we can connect to our wallet now. So you're currently on localhost. So now I'm connected, and I'm sitting in my validator wallet right here, which I connected. And I have like a gazillion Sol in there. So I would say one thing that you should do is set up your own wallet addresses to use with your development. The reason why that is because you won't want to use your real Sol account ever for development. So make sure that you never mess that up and that you're always on the right network when using a wallet. In my case, for my development, I actually have two here for my local development and another one for DevNet development. And then I have a separate one for my actual real Sol usage. Okay? That's basically all I wanted to say. In order to add your wallet, you just click here, add, and then whatever private key you generate using your Solana keygen new or whatever other way you generate your wallet. This is one of them. You could just import it into your Phantom wallet here, right? So come on, add connect wallet and then import private key, the name of it, and your private key, which is when you open those JSON files, it's like an array, a set of digits there. You just paste the whole thing here and it should import. Okay. Well, thanks for watching this tutorial. We're finally done now, although it still went over 10 minutes, unfortunately, but I'll try to make them shorter as we go along. So like, follow, and subscribe, and I see you guys next time. Bye-bye.